Hi everyone, so in this tutorial we're gonna learn some Git and GitHub. So let's start with GitHub. GitHub, spelled G-A-T-H-U-B, it's kinda like a website, so think about it as a www.something website, because it is a website. We can go to github.com and it's a website. So GitHub is a website. Why do you need that? So you can think about GitHub as a website that hosts your code. So it's like a server that allows you to save your code there. It's more than just a server, but let's assume it is a server. And what's Git? Git is a system. So let's say this is your PC. It's your PC and you're coding on that PC, and you want to save your code on the GitHub, on the server. So save, then maybe do some changes, do some more changes, and then you want to pull the code back to your PC. So all these arrows are something that's managed by Git. So we can think of Git as a system that manages your connection to a host like a GitHub. Okay, so this is cool, this is great. We can see that Git is like a system and GitHub is like a server. But why do we need to use that? Okay, you have a couple of reasons to use it, I guess. So let's first assume that you're working on your project. Let's say it's a video game. You're working on a video game and you're constantly worrying about saving your files, because let's say you're saving your files on a disk D, on a D drive. So you're saving there D slash, I don't know, game slash something, and you save that game somewhere on your PC. But what if your PC, I don't know, your PC is broken and you can't access your files anymore? You kinda like you're kinda insecure because you cannot be sure that your game is on the PC. So what you can do instead is to have a local copy, and from time to time to push. This is something we use in Git terminology. You can push a version of your game to GitHub, and whenever you have a newer version, you can push and push and push, so that the newest version is always in GitHub. And if your PC goes down, you can pull. This is another term we use, the latest version back to your PC. So this is like a server. So GitHub allows you to do like a server. So that's why you can use GitHub when you're working by yourself. But Git is a lot more than that. Let's say you have a friend and your friend also develops your game. So you're all developing the game. So you started first, you have created some levels. Let's say this is like a 2D platformer. But now you're invited a friend and he or she also works on that project. What you can do, you can just send them a copy of your game. So you have the same game here. But then you're working on level 3 and she's working on level 4. And your games are like unsynced because you don't have level 4, but you do have level 3. And your friend has level 4 but don't have level 3. And it's kind of hard to synchronize these code bases. So this is where Git comes in. What you can do is not just send a copy to your friend, but to say them to pull that information to them. So their PC now has the latest version. And whenever you or your friend has some updates, let's say small updates, let's say they just create a new class or a new function, they push it to the server, and you can pull it back and see the changes. So Git allows you to collaborate, and why is it more efficient? Because let's say at 10 a.m. your friend has finished level 4 and they pushed it here. At 11 a.m. you finished the level 3, but when you try to push it, you see, oh no, Git says that you don't have all the changes that your friend has, because on the server there is a more recent change, and it does not allow you to push unless you pull it. So it forces you to pull the level 4, and now you have level 4, and now you are allowed to push level 3. So let's just go back. Here level 1 and level 2 initially are here. Then your friend pushes level 3. Level 4. Now you want at 11 a.m. you want to push level 3, but you cannot unless you push level 4. So you pull everything you have. Now you have 1, 2, 4. Your friend has 1, 2, 4, and 1 to 4 is what you pulled. But you also have had level 3, and Git is smart enough to combine the level 3 that you had with the level 4 that is on the server. So level 3 that you had and level 4 are all here. And now Git allows you to push all this to the server. You push it here, and level 3 is here, and then your friend can pull it, and she also has level 3. So that way you can collaborate. So Git is for collaborating. And Git and GitHub, it's kind of interchangeable, but let's think of Git as a system that allows you to do that stuff, and the GitHub is just a server that contains all the code. So it actually contains all the code. So let's say we go to some random repository. So this code base on the server side is called a repository or repo. So this is a repo. So let's get to a random repo. I don't know, let's find some platformer. So there is some Unity 2D game on C#, and this is a repo. These are all the files of this game. We can search from them, we can read them, and this is our game. And now we can pull this game to our PC. We can now pull this game from here to our PC so that it's on our file system, and we can collaborate on that game. So that's kind of it for our first lesson. I just want to say that just remember that Git is a system that allows you to collaborate or to just work with versions if you work by yourself, but it's mainly for collaboration. And GitHub is a server, is a host that contains all your files, the files with which you're constantly working using Git to collaborate. So GitHub is just a server, and a Git is a system. So I hope you're not too overwhelmed with this stuff, but it's kind of fundamental, and you will totally grasp everything here, because it's very easy. It's hard to understand for now, but it would be very, very easy when you start working with it, because it's very easy to learn. It's hard to start, but it is easy to learn. So I think that would be the finishing part of our first lesson. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, please don't be shy to ask anything in comments, or you can contact me on LinkedIn. Maybe you have some suggestions. And just want to say that what I describe here is a more of simplistic view, because GitHub is not just a server, and Git is not just a system that connects it. It's a bit harder, but I'm just trying to describe it as I understand it, to be the easiest for you to understand. It's kind of my teaching process, but I hope you kind of start to understand it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.